You know, haven't done a video fully from Rock'n'Street 15 on YouTube, but I've been watching all the YouTube videos. I've been seeing what's going on in the Christian world and what's going on in the world with Carnival in Brazil, with the Grammy Awards, with the NFL halftime show, with all the perversion going on in the country, with all the liberalism and socialism that's happening and the corruption that's going on in our country and our government. Here in the USA, as an American, it just hurts me. But I tell God, I tell God, God, it looks like the devil is winning. It looks like he's on the stage and he's doing everything he can and wants. Because we have to be honest, guys. The reason why there's so much evil in the world is because of our sin. I'm reading the book of Genesis. I've been reading it for a couple of times, for a couple of days actually. I'm still reading it. It's a long 50 chapter book in the Bible. And I'm reading it using English Standard Version, which I recommend for everyone, ESF. It makes it very clear. You understand it more than the King James Version. And they make it literal. Like the version is so literal. It's so literal. There's no changing. It's very literal, but it's not too literal. It's literal, but it has like more paraphrasing. But it's not. You'll understand it more. It's literal from the Greek and Hebrew and all the ancient languages the Bible's talked at, and they translate it to the English language that we can understand. In fact, it was made by more than 50 evangelicals, Christians, made the version. So I recommend it. So I'm reading it and I'm understanding it. And we have to understand, guys, in the Bible, when God created Adam and Eve, first he created the angels. It's very clear in the book of Job that the angels, the sons of God, glorified God, in the creation of the world. And when he created the humans, the angels were in awe. So when God created Adam and Eve, we came into the picture. There was already a war that happened. You see, the devil and his demonic spirits were already thrown out. So he used a serpent. And it was the first picture of evil that came into the world, into context. The serpent resembled the devil. It resembled evil. It resembled everything that has to do against God's morals. So when Adam and Eve ate the fruit, we knew what was good and evil. Guys, we as humans were created to know only good. You have to understand that. We humans were created to be perfect. We were created to know good. We were created to be innocent. We weren't created to look at evil. We weren't created to know evil. We were never created to know what killing is. We weren't even created to know that we were naked. We weren't created to think sexually. We weren't created to be sinful. We were never created to know evil. God created the angels and they knew evil. The angels had a choice. That's why there's no forgiveness for the demonic spirits, because they're pure evil. They made their choice. The demons made their choice. Angels, before the demons became demons, the angels, Lucifer and all the angelic hosts, which were billions upon billions of spirits, they're billions upon billions, more numerous than the stars. These were angelic spirits. They were created to be holy and good, but they had a choice. You see, God made them know evil as well. They knew evil. That's why when God saw that the Adam and Eve ate the apple, or well, we don't know if it's an apple, but they ate the fruit of the forbidden fruits of good and evil, the knowledge of good and evil, they ate the fruit. God didn't want that for us, but they ate the fruits. God said what? He said, now the man know good and evil like us. Now the man know good and evil like the angels as well. We messed up. Because God created humans to be perfect. He created us to know only good. We were supposed to be innocent babies, children of God, innocent children of God. But the angels were different. That's the difference between the angels and the humans. The angels knew evil. They knew good and evil. Why did that have to happen? Because God doesn't force his creatures to be his slaves. God doesn't force his creatures to obey him. He created the angels in order to, because he wanted the, here's the funny thing about God. He created angels knowing good and evil. And that's the reason why Lucifer, who was super influential in heaven, he had a lot of influence. He was the most influential creature God ever created before he created us. He was the most influential creature. That's the reason Lucifer fell. He became the devil. And now billions of demons follow him. Billions upon the earth that are here on this world. Billions of demonic spirits follow the great devil. And I say great because he is a chief. I don't want to make him seem like he's a little roach. He's a dragon. The Bible clearly calls him a dragon. He's a red dragon. So, what am I saying? We were different though. And here's the funny thing. God created the angels to serve us. He created the angels to serve us, to protect us. That's one of the reasons why Lucifer rebelled. I don't want to serve mankind. You want me to serve a piece of dirt? I'm gonna be God. I want to be better than everyone. Because I'm more beautiful. I'm more powerful. I'm not gonna serve the humans. You see, that's how evil came into the world. And when Adam and Eve ate the fruit, when they ate that fruit, they threw everything away that we were supposed to have. They threw away the authority. They threw away the beauty of God's creation. They threw everything away. Animals became wild. Disease came into the world. Cain killed Abel. There was murder. There was chaos. There was giants. There was all this stuff going on. There was evil. We were supposed to be beautiful. We were made different than the angels. The angels were not made in God's image. They were made as spiritual beings resembling God's power. But we were made in God's image and likeness. We were the very mirror of God. We were the very reflection of God. So even if people who are satanic worship the devil, these people are so stupid. They don't even know that the devil hates them. The devil looks at them and they see Jesus, and he sees Jesus in them still, because they're human. So it's really weird how all this stuff is happening, and then people say, well, why does the devil have so much power? Why does the devil look like he's winning? I mean, look at everything that's going on in the world. Where's God? There's so much evil in the world. You have to understand that when Adam and Eve bit the apple, there was a deal already made. You see, God made a deal with the enemy saying, this world is yours. I mean, you're already the prince of the world. Yes, you already gained the world. But there is a limit of what you can do in this world. There's a limit. You can do whatever you want in the world. You can't touch my people. But until that clock hits 12, and when that clock hits 12, until that clock hits 12, you can rule everything. But when that clock hits 12, my son is coming back with his angels and fighting you off. And I'm taking all my people out of this world. And I'm going to throw you into the bottomless pits for 1,000 years. And I'm going to bring my people and put heaven on earth. Literally heaven on earth. And when 1,000 years are over, you're going to come out for one little stand, for one battle left, and I'm going to destroy you into the lake of fire. So what am I saying? Sometimes I look at the news and I look at everything that's going on in the world, and it looks like evil is winning. There's evil every corner of the world. The devil is not even hiding himself. But guys, this is something I tell myself. Jesus is coming back. No matter what the devil does, Jesus is coming back. And when he does, he's gonna win.